Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your Monday Night Raw results from February 20th, 2017. Happy birthdays go to the late Buddy Rogers, real name of Herman Gustav Rode Jr. He was born February 20th, 1921, died at the age of 71 on June 26, 1992 after suffering 3 strokes. Antonio Nookie turned 74 years old. Gail Kim turned 40 years old. Francine Fournier turned 45 on Sunday. Late Big John Studd was born on February 19th, 1948. Died at the age of 47, March 20th, 1995, due to a combination of liver cancer and Hodgkin's disease. Ty Dillinger of NXT, real name of Ronald R. Neal, turned 36 on Sunday. Danny Doring, real name of Daniel Morrison, turned 43 on Sunday. The late Larry Sweeney, Alexander Wybrow, was born on February 18, 1981, took his own life on April 11, 2011 after battling mental illness. Raymond Rougeau turned 62 on Saturday. Oriel Paris, who wrestled as Ivan Kolof, died following a 10-year battle with liver cancer. He was 74. The Montreal, Quebec native started his wrestling career in 1961 and wrestled for over 30 years. Kolof's sister created a GoFundMe page for the medical bills. You can help cause at this link here for help with the cause. With that, Nicole Bass died on Friday evening after being removed from life support. According to Ryan Satin of ProWrestlingSheet.com, she was 52 years old. My sincere condolences to her friends and family regarding her loss. The news of Bass's death on Thursday was premature based on Satin's conversation with the hospital that evening, yet few mainstream media outlets bothered to correct their stories regarding her death. Also, my condolences to the Paris family, Ivan Kolof, as well. William Jim Myers, who wrestled as George Animal Steele, died on Thursday at the age of 79. He had been in a hospice care prior to his death. His wife Patricia told TMZ that he died of kidney failure. Steele originally worked a mask gimmick as a student in the 60s. He adopted his longtime name after he dropped the mask. He had a successful run as a challenger to Bruno Sammartino, and later had a memorable run as a babyface in a feud with Randy Savage. Yes, the Macho Man. Ooh, yeah. Steele was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 1995, who also worked as a teacher outside the ring. My condolences to George Animal Steele's family, friends, and fans. No dark match events advertised from Raw Arena website. Legends Wrestling event, Professional Wrestling and Sports Convention schedule of events for Saturday in Winnipeg, Manitoba at Holy Cross Gymnasium Hall. At 10 a.m., doors open to the public. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., Cyrus and the Genius Lanny Popo signing and photo ops at main event Munchie's booth. 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., the Grappler, Lynn Denton, signing and photo ops. From 10:30 to 1:30, Brett McNeil, signing and photo ops. 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., Howard the Finkel, signing autographs and photo ops. From 11 to 2 p.m., Baron Von Raschke, signing autographs and photo ops at 123apparel.ca booth. 11:30 to 2:30 p.m., Ab McDonald, signing autographs and photo ops. 12 noon to 3 p.m., Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff, signing autographs and photo ops at Kirkup Agency's booth. 12:30 to 3:30, Chris Bobby, signing autographs and photo ops. 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., Bobby the Brain Heenan. 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., the Grappler, Lynn Denton's one-man show. Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard of the Four Horsemen. From 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. From 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., Howard Finkel again. personal video ring introduction. Cyrus and the Genius, Lanny Poffo from 2 to 3 p.m. Question and answer presented by Main Event Munchies. 2:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Trevor Kidd signing autographs. 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat signing at the Canadian Wrestling Association booth. 3:30 to 4:30. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff question and answer presented by Kirkup Agencies. 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Troy Westwood signing autographs. 4:30 to 5:30. Howard Finkel question and answer. 5:30 to 6:30. Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard question and answer. 6:30 to 7:30. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat question and answer. From 7:30 until it's over with, drawing for a signed Fondue Andre the Giant Inspired Championship belt and 50-50 winner costume contest winner award. From 8 p.m. convention closes. 8:30 official after party at Hooters begins. Winners drawn for the private dinner individually with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Tully Blanchard, Bobby Heenan, Lanny Poffo, The Grappler, Chris Bobby, and Troy Westwood. Raw results from February 20th. Raw opens up with a memory graphic of George Animal Steele and his passing. There's a video package that recapped the end of the Best Friends segment on last week's show. That's supporting Chris Jericho himself. Live from the Staples Center in Los Angeles, JoJo introduces WWE Universal Champion Kevin Owens. He's in the ring under a spotlight. A "You Suck" chant starts up. Owens says now that the spotlight is back where he belongs, he can address why he thinks he will still retain his title at WWE Fastlane. Owens speaks up from his chair and talks about defending against Goldberg, which brings out the Goldberg chants. Owens says he was never impressed with Goldberg and still isn't. Owens believes all he has to do is outlast Goldberg and outsmart him. Owens says everyone, including Goldberg, knows that he doesn't even come close to Owens in the smarts department because he knows to play the game better than anyone does. Owens goes on and the Goldberg chants resume. Owens says he's going to prove to Goldberg's son, and everyone else that superheroes don't exist. Owens goes on and says Goldberg is nothing. He addresses Chris Jericho next, and the crowd picks up a bit. Fan chant for Jericho, but Owens drops the mic and exits the ring as they boo him. We go to Michael Cole, Byron Saxton, Corey Graves. Still to come, Big Show versus Braun Strowman. And Enzo Amore and Big Cass versus Sheamus and Cesaro for the #1 contenders match. We go to commercial. I have to answer this. As we go to commercial, Enzo and Cass are walking backstage. #1 contenders match. Cesaro and Sheamus versus Enzo and Big Cass. Back from the break, we get and the winners of this one will face the World Tag Team Champions Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson at Fastlane. Cesaro and Sheamus are out first. Enzo Amore and Big Cass are out next. We cut promos on becoming the next team champions. Sheamus and Cass go at it first. Cass takes control and works him over. Cesaro tags in for the double team and a 2 count. Sheamus quickly comes back in. Cass catches him with a big slam to turn it around. Cass works Sheamus over in the corner, and in comes Enzo. He taunts Cesaro, and Cass uses Enzo to drop him. Cesaro, when he runs in, Sheamus also takes a double team. Enzo goes to the top, but Sheamus knocks him to the floor. Cesaro tags in, runs around the ring, hitting a big uppercut on Enzo against the barrier. Cesaro mocks Enzo as he goes to commercial. Back for the break, Sheamus is in with Enzo. Working him over, Sheamus with an Irish curse backbreaker and then a big knee for a 2 count. Cesaro comes back in and covers for a 2 count. Sheamus quickly comes back in for a double team on Enzo. Enzo ends up dropping Cesaro and getting pulled up to the floor by Sheamus. He ducks a clothesline and runs back in for the tag, but Cesaro floors him with an uppercut. Cass breaks the pin. Cesaro drop kicks Cass to the floor. Cass ends up getting the hot tag and running wild on Sheamus. Cass hits a follow-away slam on Sheamus and then Stinger Splash. Sheamus ducks a big boot and tags in Cesaro. Cass boots Sheamus over the top and turns around to a running uppercut. Cass breaks the pin. Cesaro drop kicks Cass to the floor. Cass ends up getting the hot tag and running wild on Sheamus. Cass hits a follow-away slam on Sheamus and then a stinger splash. Sheamus ducks a big boot. Tags on Cesaro. Cass boots Sheamus over the top, turns around into a running uppercut. Cesaro with a crossbody for a 2 count. Cass blocks a neutralizer, but Cesaro comes back with a springboard uppercut. Cesaro goes for the Cesaro swing, but Cass then goes for a sharpshooter. Enzo runs in and stops it, but gets sent to the floor. Cass with an East River crossing on Cesaro for the pinfall. Winners and new number 1 contenders, Enzo and Big Cass. After the match, Enzo and Cass make their exit. Enzo stops at ringside and cuts a promo until Sheamus shuts him up with a brogue kick. Cesaro and Sheamus look on as Cass helps Enzo up. Fan chant, "Thank you, Sheamus," at him. We see Owens backstage walking out of the arena. Mick Foley stops him and informs him he can't leave. He's wrestling Sami Zayn tonight. Excuse me. Owens thought Foley liked Sami. Owens says Foley needs to be careful or he's going to end up with more guys on the injured list than in the locker room. Owens walks off as we go to commercial. Back from the break, we get hyped for tonight's main event, Braun versus Show. Get a video package of Raw Women's Champion Bayley winning gold last week. Charlotte has demanded that Bayley relinquish the title, and Bayley will be here to respond later. Mick Foley backstage on the phone when Roman Reigns walked in and the fans boo. Foley mentions he had to fortify the ring for tonight's main event. Foley says Reigns is going to have to wait to get to Braun. Reigns says as soon as the main event is over, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson walk in. Raw Tag Team Champions have unfinished business with Reigns and want to finish it tonight. Foley tells him to find a partner and the match is on. Reigns says he doesn't need a partner and walks off. Foley gets a cheap pop from the Los Angeles crowd and back to commercial. Akira Tozawa versus Brian Kendrick is up next. Back from the break. Kendrick makes his way out. Austin Aries joins Graves and Coleslaw on commentary for the match. Akira Tozawa is out next. Kendrick demands a handshake before the match and screams at him. Tozawa is hesitant. Kendrick decks him and goes to work on him. Kendrick snaps and applies the captain's hook before the bell ever rang. Referee yells at him and the hold is broken. Kendrick puts his jacket back on and walks away as the fans boo. Tozawa recovers and Kendrick is gone. Charlotte Caruso is backstage and Kendrick walks up. He rants on Tozawa and says tonight was the first lesson. It was about respect. Kendrick walks off as he goes to commercial. Handicap match, Roman versus the Bullet Club. Remember? Back from the break, out comes Roman Reigns for a rematch from last week's Raw. We go to replays of that match. Raw Tag Team Champions, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson were out next. Anderson starts off and unloads on Reigns. Reigns drops him with a shoulder. Reigns with another shoulder block. Reigns takes control and knocks Gallows off the apron. Rails nails a drive-by on Gallows. Anderson grabs Reigns from behind and lets go as Reigns runs into a big kick from Gallows. Gallows rolls Reigns back in the ring and unloads on him with the right hand. Gallows stands tall and some fans boo. Gallows with a suplex and a 2 count on Reigns. Gallows with an elbow on Reigns. Gallows keeps Reigns grounded and out. Reigns fights up and out, but Gallows knees him. Gallows slams Reigns for a 2 count. Anderson comes in for a boot of doom. But Reigns fights him off. They all end up on the floor and Reigns gets beat down. Gallows grabs a steel chair and brings it in, but Reigns fights them both off again. Reigns drops Gallows with a boot. Reigns picks up the chair and decks Anderson in the gut for the disqualification. After the bell, Reigns keeps going with the chair shots. He unloads with clothesline on Anderson in the corner as the fans count them all. Reigns then drops Anderson, sending him to the floor. Gallows comes from behind and beats Reigns into the corner. Reigns catches him with a Superman punch. Anderson comes off the top, but Reigns spears him in midair. Reigns stands tall as his music hits. Gallows and Anderson recover as we go to replays. So the come segment, Braun versus Show for your main event. Announcers show us the opening segment with Owens talking about Goldberg. Owens will face Sammy later tonight. Also, Coleslaw will have a sit-down interview with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. New Day will face Jinder Mahal and Rusev next. Back to commercial. New Day versus Jinder and Rusev. Back from the break, Lana is in the ring. She introduces Rusev and Jinder Mahal. WrestleMania 33 hosts New Day were out next. Xavier plugged some of his up, down, down stuff before mentioning that they were working to land the role of the hyenas in the next Lion King movie. He also plugs their WrestleMania 33 hosting gig. Kofi Kingston informs us that they remembered the blueprints to the ice cream machine that Bo Dallas destroyed last week. This time, plans are digital. Lana ends up cutting them off and revealing that she has the plans. They wonder how she got the plans. She knows she's Russian. The crowd laughs. They enter the ring and face off with Rusev and Jinder now. New Day wanting their plans back. We go to commercial with the two teams arguing. Back from the break, Jinder and Rusev are in control. Rusev with a big drop kick on Kofi. Jinder comes in and keeps him down before attacking Rusev back in. Rusev runs into a boots in the corner. Kofi with a tornado DDT. Fans rally for a New Day as Lana looks on. Big E and Jinder tag in at the same time. Big E unloads with 3 big suplexes. Big E dances over Jinder and runs the ropes for the big splash. Big E then stops the big ending when Rusev comes in and kicks him in the jaw. Rusev fights off Kofi, but gets dumped over the top rope. Kofi runs over the rope and leaps onto Rusev. Lana yells at Rusev to get up. Woods comes from behind and sounds a trombone in her ear, causing Lana to toss the ice cream machine plans in the air. Woods has retrieved the plans, but he destroys the device that they were on. This leads to Kofi and Big E hitting the midnight hour on Jinder for the win. After the match, Lana throws a fit ringside as Woods dumps the destroyed device at her feet. We go to replays as New Day's music plays. Silicone segment, the contract signing for the Cruiserweight title, match of Fastlane. And that's to lead us to a video package in memory of WWE Hall of Famer George Animal Steele, who passed away this Thursday at the age of 79. Back from the break, Austin Aries is in the ring with Jack Gallagher. There's a table for the contract signing and what looks like to be tea and biscuits. Gallagher and Aries speak a bit before Gallagher signs. Aries introduces WWE Cruiserweight Champion Neville, and out he comes. Neville walks straight into the ring and signs the contract, then leaves. Gallagher stops him and thought that they could sit down to talk over tea and biscuits. Neville steps back through the ropes as fans chant tea and biscuits now. Neville asks Gallagher if he's for real. Neville says Gallagher is exactly what these American imbeciles expect an Englishman to be. Neville says it's embarrassing and Gallagher should be ashamed of himself. Neville mocks Gallagher and calls him a caricature, a cartoon, and a stereotype. Neville says Gallagher doesn't really exist. Neville says real streets of England look like this. They're ugly and a little rough around the edges. Neville says Gallagher is what the WWE Universe wanted Neville to be. Neville says the people aren't laughing with Gallagher, they're laughing at him. Once they see what he does to Gallagher at Fastlane, the only person laughing will be Neville. Gallagher says he's not playing a gentleman. He is a gentleman. The suit, the tie, the mustache, it's all how he was raised, the way he is. Gallagher says he's not Neville's problem. Neville's problem is that he thinks he's a king and better than everyone else. Gallagher says he will not stand for that. Neville drops the title and they prepare for a fight. Neville tips the table over and shattering the tea and biscuits tray. Neville confronts Gallagher and taunts him. Gallagher tackles Neville and unloads. Neville comes back, but Gallagher connects with a big headbutt. Gallagher stumbles, and Neville goes to the floor. Neville runs back to the apron, but Gallagher pulls the umbrella on him. Neville backs off the apron and leaves as Gallagher's music hits. Gallagher poses with the umbrella, and Neville looks on from the ramp. So it comes Saturday, Strowman versus Show in the main event. We see Nia Jax walking backstage. Now the commercial. So we get Nia Jax versus a jobber. Sarah Pierce. Enhancement talent is what she's called. Back from Rick, Nia comes out as the enhancement talent was already waiting in the ring. Pierce attacked her after the bell, but Nia started destroying her eventually putting a big Samoan drop for the easy win. After the match, Charlie interviews Nia in the ring. Only controversy she knows about is her not getting a title shot. She wishes Sasha Banks and Bayley would try what they did last week to her. The bottom line is that she's putting Bayley on notice. Saxon leads us to a Black History Month video on Barack Obama. Bayley was shown backstage walking and hugging as we go to commercial. Back from the break, out comes new Raw Women's Champion Bayley. We see how she won the title from Charlotte Flair last week on Raw after interference from Dana Brooke and then Sasha Banks. Fans chant, "You deserve it," as Bayley tells them not to make her cry already. Bayley mentions growing up in California and gets pop. We see the hugger section of the crowd near ringside. Bayley talks about what growing up in California and having big dreams with her friends. One wanted to be a doctor, one wanted to be Britney Spears, one wanted to be tattoo artist, but all she wanted to do was make it to WWE. She goes on and mentions calling her dad when she first won the title. She says her dad is here tonight, and she tells him again, "Dad, I did it." Bayley wants to thank her fans for making her look cool in front of her dad here right now as they chant for her. Bayley brings up Charlotte, and fans boo. Bayley says Charlotte is trying to tarnish the best week of her life and make excuses for her loss. Music interrupts, and out comes Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie enters the ring, shakes Bayley's hand. Stephanie gets her own music and asks if Bayley ever imagined she would be competing for the Raw Women's title in the main event of Raw. If she ever imagined people chanting, "You deserve it," or if she imagined almost losing, having her opponent get hit with a cheap shot. Stephanie calls it a tainted victory. Stephanie brings up the phone call to her dad and wonders if her dad really thought Sasha did it instead of Bayley. Stephanie goes on and encourages Bayley to do the right thing by relinquishing the title. Fan chant, "No." Sasha ends up coming out to interrupt. She tells Bayley not to listen to this garbage. She won fair and square. Sasha says Bayley is like a sister to her, and she's not going to let Bayley hand over what she's worked for. Sasha tells Bayley to listen to the fans as they cheer. This segment goes on, and Bayley says she didn't want her win to be like this. She says this title should represent happiness and competition, not controversy. She asks if she should give up the title and says there's only one answer. Hell no. Bayley raises the title and yells about how she pinned Charlotte to become champion. Stephanie stares at her. Bayley says the win wasn't because of Charlotte. It was because of the WWE Universe. Bayley goes on and says no one can do anything about it. The music interrupts and out comes Charlotte. This leads to Sasha saying her knee has healed up, then issuing a challenge to Charlotte for tonight. Charlotte says her title is on Bayley's shoulder because of Sasha, and she can't pass up the chance to put Sasha on the shelf again. Charlotte says she's going to put Sasha in a wheelchair forever. Stephanie makes Sasha versus Charlotte for right now. We'll go to commercial. Sasha versus Charlotte is on. After the break, Bayley on commentary as the match gets going. Charlotte goes for Sasha's leg early on. Sasha steps out of the corner and looks to make a comeback, but Charlotte turns around, drops a bunch of knees for a 2 count. Charlotte drops Sasha and elbows her. Charlotte manhandles Sasha with a scissor hold. More back and forth. Charlotte boots Sasha and tosses her to the floor. Charlotte stands tall as we go to commercial. Back from the break, Charlotte keeps control. Sasha fights out and lands a 2 count. More back and forth. Sasha plants Charlotte on her face for a 2 count. Sasha then unloads in the corner and position Charlotte for a double knees, but she moves. They end up on the floor, but here comes Dana Brooke running to the ring. Bayley stops her from behind and leaves her laying at ringside. This leads to Sasha hitting a backstabber and applying the backstabber for the pin, for the win. After the match, Sasha and Bayley stand tall together in the ring. Announcers then lead us to the WWE Hall of Fame video package for DDP. Charlie is backstage with Sami Zayn ahead of his match with Kevin Owens. Sami's not happy. He was right about Owens turning on Jericho. Sami says Owens and Samoa Joe are very similar. They're terribly selfish people that are always making up excuses for their actions. Sami goes on and says time eventually catches up to people like Joe and Owens. He says the story between he and Joe is far from over. And while Owens has to deal with Goldberg at Fastlane, he has to worry about Sami kicking in his teeth tonight. We'll go to commercial. So the next match is Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. Back from the break, out comes the Universal Champion, Kevin Owens for a non-title match. We see how he turned on former best friend, Chris Jericho from last week. Sammy was out next. Sammy barely made it out when Samoa Joe attacked him from behind. Joe destroyed Sammy and beat him around the ringside area. Sammy goes after Joe, sends him into the ring post. Joe with a running senton on the floor. Joe yells at Sammy about how this is his world now. Joe rolls him into the ring and backs up as referees warn him. Sammy tells the referee he wants to compete, and we get the belt. Owens immediately attacks and unloads in the corner. Owens with a corner cannonball. Owens continues beating him on Sammy before hitting a pop-up powerbomb for the easy win. After the match, Owens stands over Sammy and raises the title. Fan chant for Goldberg as Owens leaves. Still to come, Strowman versus Show in the main event. We get a tail of the tape for that match. And we see Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman backstage. Coleslaw's headed to the back for the interview. Back to the commercial. And we get a graphic memory of Ivan Koloff. And his memorial. We go backstage. Stephanie is with Mick Foley. Stephanie asks where Foley was when Bayley and Sasha Banks were disrespecting her. Foley was watching and enjoyed it. Stephanie says Mick is being insubordinate. He wants her to stop treating him like he's stupid. He trusted and believes in her. Foley goes on ranting about Samoa Joe and Seth Rollins, saying he won't let Stephanie's greed get in the way of that. Of what was right. We go backstage to Michael Coleslaw, Brock Lesnar, and Paul Heyman. Coleslaw brings up the match against Bill Goldberg at WrestleMania 33, and Goldberg going out for the Universal title at Fastlane. Heyman interrupts with all due respect. Heyman goes on, and Lesnar scares Cole away from his seat. Lesnar takes Cole's seat, facing the camera, as Heyman speaks behind him. Heyman cuts a promo on Lesnar, Owens, and Goldberg. Heyman believes Owens will shock the world at Fastlane, and that he has a chance to take the title at WrestleMania. Lesnar agrees. If Goldberg does take the title at WrestleMania, it will just be another thing for Lesnar to conquer, along with Goldberg's health. Back from a commercial break, Seth Rollins will be here for a sit-down interview next week. Goldberg will also be here. And your main event, Big Show versus Braun Strowman. We go to the ring, and Braun Strowman came out before the break as the ring was fortified. Big Show was out next. They meet in the middle of the ring and face off. They back off and lock up. They break up and lock up again. Strowman tries to get a wrist lock, and he does by kicking up. Braun takes Show to a corner, and they break. Braun stays in Show's face, and they talk trash. Show shoves Braun to the mat. Braun ends up with Show on the mat. Show fights up and out of a hold. Braun levels Show with a big clothesline, and he's down. Braun stands over Show and yells at him. Show with a big splash in the corner, and more offense. Braun with a big body shot in the corner. Braun charges again, but Show grabs him for a chokeslam. Braun kicks him in the gut and drops him with a DDT for a 2 count. Braun keeps control as he beats Show around the ring. Strowman with another big splash. Strowman goes on and drops Show with another big clothesline for a 2 count. Show blocks a suplex. Strowman blocks a suplex. They trade more blocks until Show nails a suplex. Strowman runs into a big boot in the corner and then another. Show with a big shot to the gut. Show splashes Strowman in the corner and nails a flying tackle off the ropes. Show calls for a choke slam and nails it in the middle of the ring. Show covers, but Braun kicks out at 2. Show goes for the second rope splash, but Braun kicks his leg out. Show slides out of a power slam. Show takes Braun to the top rope for a suplex. More fans in the arena stand up to watch. Show climbs up, but Braun fights him off. Show goes back to the mat on his feet. Strowman comes flying off the second rope, but Show hits the knockout punch in midair. Strowman still kicks out at 2. Show slowly gets up and goes back to the second rope for the splash. Braun gets underneath and scoops Show for the power slam and somewhat hits it. Show kicks out at 2. Braun drops the straps on his shoulder. Show grabs him for another choke slam. Braun shakes his head and scoops Show. Braun nails the power slam for the win. As soon as the match is over, the music hit, out comes Roman Reigns. Roman hits the ring and ducks a shot. Reigns unloads on Braun and nails the Superman punch, but Braun won't go down. Reigns nails another Superman punch to take him down. Reigns readies for the spear, but gets a loud mixed reaction. Braun stops the spear with a big drop kick. Braun scoops Reigns for the power slam in the middle of the ring. Braun yells in Reigns' face and stands tall as music hits. Braun steps over the top rope and makes his exit. Raw goes off the air with Braun smiling back at ring while Roman is down. And that concludes my results for this week's Raw. I did not get any main event matches for that week, and no dark matches for this week. Thanks again. Peace out. See you on If you don't know, just call me brothers and sisters.